welcome to...
Did you just cover my face?
Hello. I'm the more important member of Kinetic Kraze.
We're exhausted. It's been a long day, but we didn't want to leave you hanging. So even though we've been up since 5 and 6.
We had a photo shoot today.
Yay! So we pretty much spent all our fabulousness there. This is why this is what you see.
Hoodies all the way. And it's raining.
It's cold
nasty.
outside. But anyways, so what we got for you this week is...
nutritionally, my favorite. Yes.
Protein!
Up your protein. This is something I preach to people a whole lot because it has been preached to me. Not mentioning any names, Steve Beck. But protein is super important. So especially if you are trying to maintain or build muscle. I don't know anyone who's not trying to maintain or build muscle. If you're trying to lose muscle, then let's talk. You need adequate amounts of protein in your diet. And well, they say, but about 0.8, but between half and 1 gram of protein per pound that you are is a good, what do you call it?
Average
amount of protein. Never less than 100 grams of protein if you can manage per day. These are not, obviously we're not doctors or anything, but I mean these are just things. We know that a lot of you, if you're doing this challenge, you probably work out with us a lot, so you need to be having enough. You can get that from lots of different sources. If you're vegetarian, then you know your options are a little more limited, but there's, you know, bean and tofu options and that type of thing. If you're not vegetarians like
load
us,
up on lean protein.
yes, so chicken, fish, have eggs. The whole thing. Good Lord. The whole egg. Stop eating egg whites. Don't even get me started. The whole egg. Because otherwise you're wasting your time. No, I get why people eat egg whites, but a whole lot, like everything good about the egg is in the yolk. So when you throw it away, you're throwing away everything good about the egg. And you're eating the part that's slimy and weird.
She didn't say that.
Okay, so anyway, up your protein. And
on the physical portion of the matter,
yeah, I'm off my game today.
We are going to be doing core.
Woohoo!
We're particularly going to work the front and the side of your abs. Your six-pack, your superficial abs is not what you should be working on. You want to work on your transverse, the ones that go all around, because that is more functional training. The moves we're going to give you should burn pretty quick. You will notice that your inner thighs have the time engaged and that you feel it in your hip flexors, and that's normal. It takes mental preparation to learn how to engage your belly. So throughout the workout, we want to make sure you know you have to be breathing.
Yes.
You can't turn purple or blue because it doesn't look good on anybody. So make sure you exhale like this. All the way. So you're going to notice how your belly like literally crunches every single time you do that. So you're doubling the work. You're being twice as efficient just by breathing properly. Candace.
I'm sorry. I'm getting to that point. I'm like,
we don't know what's happening right now.
Nothing is going on. But after you finish these core exercises that we give you, it would not hurt at all to do some of those Supermans that we had in last week's back workout. Because anytime you work the front, you want to work the back as well. That's why we did biceps and triceps together. So make sure that you do a little bit of that on your own.
And also that you... obviously, you're going to do this in addition to whatever you're doing already. If you're going to do it after your workouts, make sure that you're doing it after all the cardio and you're doing it after all the strength. When your body is already tired, it's much easier to engage the belly. When you haven't worked your legs or the rest of your body, you tend to use your legs and your glutes a little more than your abs. So, yeah, take that into consideration. And
take that into consideration.
Be nice.
Peeps. I was going to say another word and I was like, family friendly.
But yeah, we're going to start it with side plank dips.
We don't have a list, yeah. We're going to start it with, hold on, let me read it.
We will put this in the front. All right.
Side side plank dips.
So, because you know we love planks, this time we're not asking you to go forward plank, we're asking you to go on the side. Do you want me to show them first?
Sure.
Alright,
Clearly I need a few minutes. Alright.
Okay, she's going to just sit there while I do this.
It's been a long day.
Your shoulder is right over your wrist. And then you're lifting.
I'm sorry.
Now, you want to lift from the hips, so you want to push the hips up in the air. You can keep the feet stacked. Woo! Or you can keep them apart for a little more balance. But where we want you to go with it is up and down and up and down. You're going to feel the crunch in the side that's closer to the floor. Now make sure that your shoulder and your wrists are aligned. Otherwise, you're going to put it all the way in the shoulder instead of your obliques.
And lifting it all the way up is really,
Yes.
really important. You don't want to stop at the angle. You want to bring your hips all the way up.
And the reason why we're telling you to do it on the hands is because you have bigger range of motion. But if you need to do it on your elbows, that's okay too. Just go up really, really high and then slowly drop. You don't touch the floor. You just bring it right back up.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I will show you the
Now it's my time to just sit there and look pretty.
Yeah.
Here we go.
the 60 crunch variations. So we used to do these in a class that I took in college, and I really liked them a lot. So basically, you're going to be doing 10 crunches, different versions of crunches. So the first one, and I'm going to disappear, is a regular crunch. So your feet are planted, and you're just coming up, back down, up, back down, down. You do that 10 times. I was going to say 10 minutes. Woo! 10 times.
Now notice how her neck is still aligned, so it's only her shoulders coming off the floor. And her belly pulls in. But she's exhaling and she gets up. So every crunch is when you exhale.
Just like that. And when you do that, also, you can rest this here, put it to the side, but don't hold on here and then pull your neck up because you're going to really hurt yourself.
Yes.
And you're not going to do anything for your core either. So we have the regular crunch. Then we go 90 degrees, so my legs are at 90. Same movement, but your legs are at 90 degrees 10 times.
And you want to squeeze your inner thighs together when you're there. Try to bring the legs as close as you can. Anything else, friend?
Then you take them one leg at a time up for 10. So this one is still at 90 and this one is up. You go 10.
So that would be a little oblique work even while you crunch.
Then you switch. You go 10 times the other leg. And if your leg won't go totally straight, that's okay. As straight as you can get it. You might have super tight hands.
We understand if you are not taking yoga. Yes, I'm preaching again.
Alright, then so you do regular 90 degrees, one leg up, then both legs up. And here you can either stay here or
Try to
you can reach,
go for your feet.
but more like up toward the ceiling than really towards your feet. And you could even...
But even there, her hips are still planted. Yeah, thanks for moving when I'm trying to
Salvi,
explain this to people.
I was going to say if you wanted to add a little bit more.
But notice her hips. See, hips don't come off. It's only her upper body that's coming off.
Alrighty. The next variation is...
Full crunch. Upper and lower body.
Yeah, upper and lower body. But what we mean by that is that the legs are coming in and
As you're
coming up.
crunching. The closer you keep your knees, the easier it is. So if you want to make it harder on yourself, you just keep extending the legs.
We did that 10 times. So regular crunch, 90 degrees, one leg up, other leg up, both legs up, and then upper
Full
and
crunch.
lower at the same time. And I was like, I was getting down.
Alrighty. Your next one is one of my